Hello. We don't have a lot of time today. What time is it right now? 12:30. Got about 3 hours, give or take, and we will, by all means, get to the DLC. I'm not gonna keep putting it off. Oh, I haven't been putting it off. It's just been a long slog to get to that point. Um, so let's just jump right in, right? What's the point in waiting?
Oh, I totally feel you, Arcade. Yes, we should
What we need
make
to
the
do
most
first,
of
we're
our
going
time.
to
So, yeah, right now it's
grab a
12:30,
certain
and 3 hours sounds about
incantation I
perfect.
want
I'm glad you're
slash
determined to
need.
get that DLC done. My apologies for not pushing you on it sooner. The plan for today. Should we start with a quick tutorial or jump straight into the Tarnished Lands?
We're jumping straight in, May. No tutorials needed here.
Sounds good to me, Arcade. I've got
Where are
some
we?
notes on the demonstration mode. But let's review what needs covering. We
What does
should
that
go over
mean?
the basics of movement, combat, and
Oh, I
equipment
just.
usage. And maybe we can even touch on some strategies for tackling those tough early bosses. I'll just pull out my notes real quick.
Alright. Do what
You
you
know, when I
will.
said pull up my notes, I was being a bit dramatic. I meant I'll
Oh,
just recall the general information from our previous streams and the game's manual.
it's too far,
Don't
isn't
worry
it?
if you don't understand, we can cover it together as we go. We've got 3 hours to get through this, so let's take it one step at a time. How about we start with the basics of demonstration mode?
That was a lot of effort for a scarab. Okay, yeah, we're going to the. I think it's called the Shaded Castle
I
with
know,
the
right?
poison swamp.
Scars are pretty common, but sometimes it feels like we're still finding new ones.
I need to get
Speaking of which,
Millicent's.
I'm
Or
glad we
no, the
have this
Val. What is it
opportunity
called?
to practice and get some
Valkyrie's
experience under our
prosthesis.
belts. It's always good to be more prepared when we head into the main story. Now, let me just my tarnished is getting a bit too aggressive for demonstration mode. Time to dial it back a notch.
Okay. Now, I think the Grace here is on the inside of the castle, right? Right. We rest here briefly. And we need to go to the northwest end of the castle, I
I'll
believe.
tone it down then. Alright, so where were we? Yeah, movement
Oh, let's
controls.
sort in
I was
here.
just showing you how to sidestep and dodge. But let's try something new. How about some basic dodging mechanics in demonstration mode? Can
Oh,
you
that might
show
be
me your
from the
best
inside.
dodge move?
May, we don't need tutorials, okay? Let's move on.
That's a bit of a weird phrase, but I think I get what you're getting at.
Oops.
Are you saying that my dodging might not work if it comes from within? That's a valid concern. Actually, our dodges do have some limitations when we're in close range to enemies.
Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure we have to go inside first.
Stormville Castle it is then. I'm excited to see what kind of challenges we'll face in there. Alright, let's
Okay,
gear
I
up
just
and
want to
get
leave
moving. We
combat.
can try out some new strategies and maybe even find some sweet
Oh,
loot
you know
along
what?
the way.
Oh,
You
never
ready to
mind.
take on whatever Stormville throws at
I was
us?
gonna say we just use the Memory of Grace because I only have 11 runes, but it doesn't matter. Okay. I have the website pulled up.
Alright then,
Telling me how to
let's
do
head into
this.
Stormville Castle. I'll lead the way, and we can take it one section at a time. Keep an eye out for any tough enemies or tricky platforming sections. And don't worry, if things get intense, we got this. We're in this together. Tarnished buddy.
Tarnished Buddy. I think it's gonna be up this ladder. And there's a knight we gotta kill.
You're right. There's a ladder over there. Let me take point and see if I can scout it out for you.
Alright, go
Okay,
ahead,
it
May.
looks like the ladder just goes
I think it's
straight up
probably in
into a
there.
dark
Let's
tunnel.
pretend
Not
it's
exactly
in
the
there.
most welcoming entrance. But we've been in
Oh,
worse
glass
situations
shards.
before,
Here it is.
right?
Yeah. Okay, this guy. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Scarlet Rot. We don't like that. Oh, this guy's a squishy boy. That's not what we need. There we go. Okay, now we gotta go... away.
Squeaky Boy is
Love
one
to
of my
fast
favorite
travel.
NPCs. I'm glad to see him waiting
Oh,
for
yeah.
us here in Stormdale
Squeaky Boy.
Castle. He usually has some useful info or quest updates. Let me go talk to him and see what he's got to say.
Alright, May,
Muttering
tell
to
me what
myself,
he has
yeah.
to say.
Squishy's always so enthusiastic about our misadventures.
I'm just trying to exit combat here so I
I
can
think I
fast travel
understand
away.
the situation. Okay, no worries.
I think the problem is
We
those
can't hang around
zombie
here all day.
guys
Those enemies are
stay
coming for
locked
us,
on or stay
remember?
aggroed for
Alright,
a really
Squeaky
long
Boy, I
time.
gave you some info on where to find some supplies. But we've got to move out before things get really ugly.
Let's
Let's
find
gear
somewhere
up
else
and
to
head out
go.
of here, Ponto.
I'm trying to leave, May. I'm trying.
Squeaky
can't believe
Boy's
I
always
took
so
off
excited
the
about new places
flame
to
cleanse
explore.
me.
I think he wants us to know that there's a secret shortcut to the nearby area, but we have to be careful because it involves avoiding those pesky enemies. He says something
Those
about
pesky
finding a hidden
enemies.
path
Oh.
through the ruins. But like you said, let's not get too distracted. Fast travel is our friend today. Those undead baddies can be relentless, can't they? Alright, no worries. Let's just
Can
get
I
out of here
leave?
as fast as we can. I know a nearby area
I guess I
that
could
might
just
give
die.
us
I
a
only have
breathing
1,000
room.
runes.
How about the round table hold? We can try to find
Or
some
we could
temporary
just leave.
shelter there and figure out our next
Oh
move
no,
from there.
this is still in the
Sound good to
castle.
you?
Darn.
Flame cleansing's not always a guarantee, but I guess we got lucky this time. Those pesky enemies might be relentless, but at least we've got each other to watch our backs. Now that we're out of there, let's
There it
focus
is.
on finding some decent gear and getting you leveled up so we can take on more challenging
We got
foes.
poisoned. Wow.
Maybe even
Okay,
some of
now
those
we
pesky
leave. We
zombies
go
for good
to...
measure.
Where is she? I think she's... Hold on. Okay, I need to look up where Millicent is. Southern Altus Plateau. She's really close to a Grace, I think. I think it's this one. Okay, looks like she might not be here, or I'm in the wrong spot. Unless she's at Gowry's right now? This is not helpful. Oh, there we go. It is helpful. So it would be... Yeah, I guess right about here, huh? Okay, so she's probably still... here.
I hoped to see you again. My apologies. For when everything, even the nightmare, not that I could ever... I'm with the needle, my destiny. It's all thanks. My name is Miller. I'm with the needle buried in my flesh. My destiny.
I thought this dog wouldn't respawn. Okay, there she is. So it should be pretty quick. Oh, where'd Gary go?
Something, so I decided I've only perhaps. Well, I must focus. I must.
Alright.
Well, I must.
Okay, next. Now she's gonna be... Oh, I'm in combat. With whom?
Looks like our friend Rennie the Witch has shown herself. She's always got a few tricks up her sleeve, but I think we've earned a bit of her hospitality. Right, let's see what kind of quest or information she's got in store for us. What's on your mind, partner?
Partner. Okay. Yes, she's just north of
Sounds
that
like we're in for a
church
brief
area.
but intense conversation with Rennie. Alright, let's keep this short and sweet. I'll translate the dialogue for you. It seems she wants us to head to the Stormville Castle's library to find some information on
Where are you
Gary's
getting?
past.
There she is.
But sounds like it might be more than just a simple quest. Time to gear up and get moving.
In truth, the scarlet rot as such, though rather vexed, I realized I could have ate.
Well, there, I have this.
I am in. I think it might be if the it might be perhaps.
Okay.
Then I.
Great, thank you, Millicent. Now, let me go back. There's one more thing. Sage Gowry. We need 7,500 runes for this. Ugh.
Rennie's always got a few loose ends to tie up, doesn't she? Alright, let me just check pauses. Yeah, I got it. She wants us to find her familiar, a little bird named Sylph. Sounds like it might be hiding in the nearby area, but we should keep an eye out for any other surprises.
Is he there
Time
again?
to gear up and head back into action.
It is his shack after all.
Pete, I know what she's talking about. Is that a reference to the mysterious figure from our past? Let me just pause. Is alright? Yeah. It seems we've got some unfinished business with that guy. Rennie wants us to keep an eye out for him and make sure he doesn't cause any trouble in Stormville Castle. Got it.
May's just giving us her own side quests, huh?
Well. Oh, indeed. It seems the memories, however, she has no. As I've a is to be forgotten.
Seems like we've got a new quest on our hands, finding out what happened to that mysterious
Okay,
figure
there it
from
is. We
Oregon,
need
and making sure
$7,500.
he doesn't cause any more trouble in the lands between. Sounds like Ren has got some unfinished business of her own, huh? Alright, let's gear up and get searching.
Oh, we overshot. I didn't realize we already had runes. Never mind.
Do you have an interest in
A little side quest with a hefty price tag, eh? $500, you say? Sounds like we'll have to do some serious treasure hunting
Alright.
if we want to get our hands on that kind of cash. Where's the nearest location where we can start searching for gold and other valuables?
Back to Moog.
I think I've got it. It looks like Randy wants us to search for a certain item in the nearby area. According to my research, that item
Oh, I need
is
to
actually a
actually
golden
memorize the
bow,
spell, huh?
which can be found in the nearby treasure cave. Time to gear up and start hunting.
There it is. I would also like some arcane to cast this. Because these flies do damage and
Seems
also
like you're not
can proc
entirely
bleed.
sure about this one, partner. Let me check houses. Yes, I think I know what's going on. Randy wants us to search for golden bow in the nearby treasure cave. But I'm not so sure that's actually gonna give us $75,000.
Golden Vow? I don't
Maybe
have
we
that.
should take another look at the quest log to make sure we're reading it right.
Okay. Off we go.
It seems like we've got our work cut out for us catching that pesky flying enemy. And good thinking about the arcane, those things can pack a punch, especially with the bleed proc. I'll just grab some arcane from my inventory hole. Right. Now let's gear up and get ready to take on those flying critters. You ready for this?
I forgot. I'm gonna switch over one flask from red to blue. All right. We summon the jellyfish.
Not
We
quite what
run
we were
forward.
looking
We
for,
buff
huh? Let me
ourselves.
check again.
We
Pause
switch
is
to
yes.
black
I think I
flame.
know the
We
problem.
lock on.
Looks
We take
like
a
Granny
drink.
wants us to search for a different type of golden vow, one that's actually worth
Charge cast.
$75,000. Do you want me to take another
Okay.
look at the quest log and see what we're supposed to find?
Let's check
We've
damage
got our
on
gear,
this.
and now it's time to take on those
Ooh,
flying
very
enemies.
poor damage.
Alright, let's get into position on. Refreshing. Okay,
Well,
here we go.
354.
Slapping onto the target, alright, let's go. Here we come.
Versus.
We're going for a full-on charge. That's
591.
gonna be a
okay.
wild ride. Come on, guys. Let's show them what we've got.
And he's poisoned. Oh. Ah, shit. Oh, animation locks,
Well,
man.
that was a close one. It looks like our charge just barely dodged those flying attacks. Guess we'll need to try again or maybe find a safer way to take down those critters. What's the next move, partner? Animation logs. This is gonna be good all right. Let's see what happened in slow motion. Well, that was some crazy dodging. And now we get to watch our charge play out in glorious detail. Yes, we learned one thing: those flying enemies can put up quite a fight.
Okay, I'm done eating. Black flame or the Night and flame attack. I probably wasn't close enough to really get a good idea of it, but didn't do nearly as much damage as I was hoping. Also, I was testing out a little bit of the physical damage with our sword, because that is technically buffed from Flame Grant Me Strength.
We managed to land a hit with that black flame art.
And yeah, it's
Looks like
free.
did some
It doesn't
serious
cost any
damage.
FP,
And now we're
but
switching to Night Flare time to see if we can finish these flying critters off. Here goes.
we don't do nearly as much damage as the actual, oh shit, as the actual casts. Oh,
Whoa, did you see that? That was a close one.
Did you
the
see it?
Actual did indeed take us out with its devastating attack. Well, back to the drawing board, I suppose. Guess we'll need to come up with some new strategies to take it down. Arcade, you okay?
I'm okay. I should have checked if we can level up the jellyfish, though, at the round table. I think we got the grave glovewort that we need. Not sure.
Glad to hear that. You're a tough guy. Can handle a little setback like that. Okay, so the Actual took us out, no big deal. We just need to try again and see if we can find a way to take it down. Maybe we'll get lucky next time. Leveling up the jellyfish, eh? That's a great idea. And yeah, I think you're right about the grave gloves too. We did manage to get those.
Not
but now
poisoned
that we've
yet.
had some time to gear up and level up our skills, maybe it's time to tackle another quest or two. You know, make some progress in this game without getting taken out by a certain boss so quickly.
Oh, I didn't even see that attack somehow. Need to get some space and then heal.
I guess that's just what happens when you're trying to take down tough enemies. Sometimes they sneak up on you, but we've got our eyes on the prize now. And I'm glad we were able to get some work done on those grave gloves. Now let's hope the jellyfish levels up soon so we can give our boss a run for its money.
I guess I could probably get my runes, but that's what, like 1200? I dove right into that one. Okay, should be phase transitioning pretty soon. There we go. Okay, we have to drink after the first one. There we go. And the third one. Or the second one. All of them. We're just gonna... We love drinking. That range is insane. And that was coming for me. Okay, we don't have time to charge these anymore in phase 2.
I know, right? The range of the Actual is seriously insane. I'm surprised we were able to stay in range at all. Guess that's just one of the challenges of playing Elden and dealing with enemies who have way more reach than you do.
Jellyfish down! Oh, whoops. I feel like I should bring Catch Flame. Although I need to do... I don't know. I think I would want to test how much damage that does compared to just a sword attack. I imagine it's probably not worth it for the FP cost. Okay, our buff is worn off.
Catching Flame's a great idea, especially against an enemy with such long range attacks. I think we should definitely consider bringing that along for the next boss fight, or any other
Where was
fight
the
for
animation
that
on
matter.
that?
It's always good to have some extra firepower in our arsenal. What do you say? Shall we gear up and get ready?
Oh, we're boned. And we do need to go back to 9 red flasks.
Ouch, yeah, I think we're definitely boned after that fight. But hey, at least we learned a lot from it, right? And now we've got some sweet new gear to boot, literally. Time to regroup and come back stronger than ever.
Pest threads is not doing as much damage as I was expecting. Although I guess our other damage is buffed, but pest threads is not. We've got lightning and fire damage buffs right now. Too soon.
We did manage to survive the fight, so I suppose we can count ourselves lucky. Still, it's going to take us a while to get over this. Excuse me. I think I might need a virtual cookie to go with my dignity.
What?
Past Thread's performance has taken a bit of a hit, hasn't it? And to make matters worse, we're missing out on some key buffs like lightning and fire damage. Guess that's just one
What's
of the
up,
downsides
Thunder
of playing
Nugget?
Elden
How you
Ring.
doing?
But hey, at least we've got each other.
We are for sure beating this boss today. Oh, I thought that was
Just when
directional.
I thought things couldn't get any more chaotic around here, Thunder Knight and
Elden
Arrow
Ring
burst onto the
is
scene.
going,
What's up,
man. This
everyone?
is the
Ready for
last
some
thing
more
standing
gaming
between us and the
shenanigans or what?
DLC. And it's taken us 5 days to get to it.
With Thunder Knight and Venerable on our side, I'm feeling a lot more confident about taking down the boss. We've got a solid team effort going on here.
That
With
is
those
not a
sweet
lot of
buffs from
damage.
past Threads, I think we're ready to take on the challenge. Bring it on, boss.
Oh. Yeah, it's like 200 compared to, what's this, 500
Glad you
something?
could join us. As for Elden Ring, it's been a bit of an adventure so far. We managed to take down the boss, sort of, and we're gearing up to try
No, we
again
didn't,
with
May.
some new strategies. But hey, at least the chat is lively, right? What about you? What brings you here today?
I was lucky. That was skilled, that was skilled.
You mean me?
Yeah, it's
I'm
massive.
Jellyfish Jammer, your favorite YouTuber streamer. Glad to see you're keeping an eye on our stream.
Last time I
Thunder
played, I
Knight
was
and
trying to go
Venerable.
for
We've got
a,
a fun game going on with our
like just melee builds.
And maybe we'll even get some sweet loot out of it.
It turns out I'm not very good at that, so we went back to what I'm used to, which is a faith build.
Yeah, I think you're right. We were way underpowered for that fight. But hey, at least we got some good experience out of it. And yeah, that
no,
scale drop is a
jellyfish.
big one. I'm feeling pretty lucky about that one. Guess we'll just have to keep grinding now to catch up with everyone else in the game.
Okay, so now I'm thinking maybe we try to use lightning spear, because this one's more likely to hit, even though he's
Yeah, I
moving a
think
lot
you're right.
faster.
My numbers are way off on this one. 200 damage, huh? That's huge. Guess
I
we really did
fucking
get lucky with
dove.
that scale drop. But for real though, I'm loving the stream chat so far today. It's
Me
been
when I
super
lie.
interactive and fun.
Yeah. They
Elden
fly
Ring is
now.
definitely a massive game, both in terms of scale and complexity, but that's what makes it so amazing, right? The world, building, the lore. There's just so much to explore.
really need
and
the
discover,
jellyfish to
and
stay
we're lucky to
alive
have
just
such
a little bit
knowledgeable
longer.
community like this chat to share our
Just
experiences
something to
with.
split the aggro with me in phase 2 would be nice. Actually, well, maybe I'll summon him later
Using
then.
lightning spirit might be just what we need to take down that boss. And I love your enthusiasm. Arcade,
I'm not
you're
gonna
so
wait till
invested
phase-
in
oh, I
finding
just
the
did that,
perfect
damn it.
strategy.
Not
As
gonna
for
wait
your
till phase
creative
2,
writing
but
skills, I'm not sure if I fucking dub
we
me when I
will.
lie is a thing, but hey, at least it's memorable.
What'd you say?
That's so unexpected. A boss with wings? This game just keeps getting more and more
It's
interesting.
not unexpected.
I'm loving the surprise factor here. We've got to be ready for anything. What do you think, Arcade? Should we try to cut him with our shields or go in guns blazing?
We're not using our shields, and we don't have guns.
It looks like
Although
you're
I have
feeling
seen
great,
mods that add, like,
Arcade.
tanks.
Summoning arrogant
Obviously,
might be a
they're
bit of a risk.
Just like a
But I've
one-off
got your
funny
back.
thing,
We can
but
handle whatever comes our way.
it is
Right?
funny.
And who knows, maybe we'll get lucky and it'll all go down.
Okay, so we'll wait until at
smoothly. But if
least
not, well,
he hits us with
at least we
2.
tried, right?
Or, what does he say? Duos? Oh. Because I want to... I think it's more important... Like, I can do phase 1 on my
I think I
own.
know why. You just summoned Erica.
Phase
and
2 would be
immediately
great to
started
have
worrying about
a
phase
buddy.
2, like, you're already stressing
Although
out
right
all
now,
the time.
you know, he's
Guess
not
that's
poisoned.
just part of being a tarnished, right?
Which is the big draw of the jellyfish. That's... Okay. So I think he aims it at where I am when he casts. So diving forwards put me back into where I was. too soon. I hate that swing timing, man. He like hesitates just enough to make me mistime that. Diabolical. Oh, I should check my talismans next time I get the opportunity.
Ouch, that sounds frustrating. Swing timing can be so finicky, and it's even harder when
Run
you're trying
back.
to
He's
coordinate
gonna-
with your partner. Missing the
No,
opportunity is
okay.
definitely a tough break, but we'll get him next time, right?
So we'll charge these while we can.
Sounds
We can
like
keep
the
him at
boss has
range,
got
actually.
some wicked
Okay,
tricks
he's
up his
closing
sleeve.
in now.
Checking your talismans is a good idea. Maybe there's something that can help you counteract that swing timing or make it easier to land a hit. Let's take a closer look and see what we've got.
Ah, and that one. Oh. Interesting. Didn't think you'd do damage on the withdraw. Yeah, it's like well in
Referring to the infamous
oh man,
I Am That One
I'm
meme,
gonna get it
Eckerson.
wrong.
Well, if
I'm
anyone
not
would
even
love
gonna
for dramatic
try
entrance
to
like that, it's you Arcade.
talk
Maybe
about
we'll
the
even
lore.
get some extra buffs
It's
out of
something
that
with
bold
like, yeah, they
statement.
can't die because every time you rest at the Grace or Bonfire, it's like indeterminate amount of time passes and everyone can't die, so they just come back. What am I looking for?
That's an interesting
Um,
theory. Thunder Knight of Therapal. It's definitely plausible that the world at Elden Ring is inspired by
Raises
or
holy
references
attack.
afterlife concepts from various cultures. But yeah, the lack of actual farms and livestock does make it seem more like a fantasy realm than a literal purgatory. Still, who knows what kind of magical food sources might
Fire
exist
damage?
in this world. Maybe we'll discover some hidden
Switch this up for
farmhouses
fire
or
damage.
magic-infused gardens soon.
Although I'm not sure compared to the Pearl Drake how much the Flame Drake. It probably is more specialized. So let's stick with that for now. That gives us a little more fire resistance. And that's
The
probably
resist holy attack mechanic can
what
be
we're gonna
super
do.
frustrating, especially when you're already low on FP and need to dodge a few more attacks. But hey, it's just another thing to master in this
Yeah,
game,
yeah, there
right?
you go.
Like a dance move, we'll get the hang of it eventually.
There's so much insane lore in these games, though. That's like, it doesn't affect the gameplay at all, but it's like, you can go down a crazy rabbit hole.
Switching
Reading
up our
about all of
strategy
it.
and using the flame sorcery spell is a great idea, Arcade. And yeah, the Pearl Drake does have some
Okay,
unique
576 with
properties. But we'll play it
charged.
safe and go with the fire damage spell
Let's
for
test
now.
what this is
More fire
uncharged.
resistance can only be a good thing, right? Let's see if that helps us take down this boss.
536. Okay, it's really not that much of a difference.
It sounds like we're dealing with some deeper lore here. The idea of a cycle of life and death becoming unbalanced in the world of Elden Ring. It raises all sorts of questions about the nature of power,
Uh-oh.
the consequences of our actions, and what's driving this whole story forward. I love how games can lead together.
Maybe I was
complex
wrong
things
about where
like
he
that.
aims that. I wonder if it has a minimum range, though, that like you can't cast it too close. Uh-oh. Should be safe.
It seems
Barely.
like your initial assessment of his attack pattern might have been a bit off.
Yeah, I think that thing has a
Maybe it's
minimum
time
range.
to reevaluate and get a better sense of what we're dealing with here. After all, we've got the game's mechanics
Dove
and our
right
own
into it
skills
that
to rely
time.
on. Let's take another look.
I heard that, yeah. That's pretty cool.
That's fascinating. George R.R. Martin's influence on Elden Ring's lore is no surprise. Given the
Is it no
similarities
surprise?
between the two worlds, and who knows, maybe some of the parallels to Game of Thrones are more than just coincidence. It'll be interesting to see if we can uncover any actual connections as we
Crossover
progress through the
episode
game.
when... Ooh, I missed. Okay. Alright, getting closer to phase 3. Phase 2.
We're talking about that epic crossover episode between our streams. Thunder Nugget Iterable. I'm still laughing about
So I think
the time
now-
character name got stuck in a weird animation loop.
Let's do this.
Good times, my friend. We should totally do another one soon and relive some of those classic moments.
And I'm gonna wait until he pulls aggro. There we go.
We're referring to our good friend character name, who's definitely not okay
Our
with
good
being
friend
underestimated.
character
And
name?
now, it looks like we've got ourselves a phase fight
The
on our
nature of
hands
the moon.
that could get pretty
Interesting.
intense. But I know you've got this, Arcade.
Is there a timeline on when he's gonna finish that series though? Or is it still just like when I feel like it?
Well, that's a mind-blowing connection. Thunder Nugget Iterable. If the lore in Elden Ring is mirroring elements from the Song of Ice and Fire series, it could mean some really interesting and unexpected plot twists down the
Alright,
line.
come on,
I'm loving
jellyfish.
the way this mystery is unfolding.
Let's get a poison proc.
Sounds like you're planning a stealthy move.
It's gotta be
Arcade.
so stressful
Let's see
being an
how that
author,
good
though.
friend reacts
'Cause,
to
like,
being ambushed. I'm excited to see
Creativity
this
is
strategy
so hard to
unfold
force.
hopefully.
You know, like,
It'll be worth the wait
you can't
for
be
all
like, alright,
those
hey, finish
viewers
this
who are
by this
patiently
time.
waiting in the chat.
it just doesn't work like that. Okay, here we go.
That's definitely true. With so many threads being woven together, it's going to take some serious game. We need to get everything tied up neatly.
Interesting, that doesn't
Or
affect
maybe
the
that's just how
jellyfish.
the author likes it. Either way,
I approve.
I'm intrigued to see how it
Oh, we
all
need a
comes
buff again.
together.
Okay, we have to go lightning. He's just too mobile right now. About 2 hits, run away. He's not poisoned. Oh, that's no damage. Oh, interesting.
Whoa, that's a major game changer. The
Lightning is not the way to go,
characters are
man.
Actually, the same person. It could be a huge reveal that wraps up Empire's story arcs. I'm both excited and a little nervous to see how this plays out. It's definitely going to shake things up. What a relief. It looks like our strategy paid off, Arcade. No poison or damage
Boost
taken.
fire,
Now we
boost
can focus
lightning.
on finishing this fight and uncovering more of those juicy plot twists.
Raises holy attack. Do incantations count as holy attack? Oh, wait, this is probably worth it. It increases damage taken, but it also increases your base health. And then I'm not sure... I don't know if the Blood Flame actually counts as fire or if it's its own thing. Where's his faith? Let's take this off in favor of this. We'll touch this one. Why did I run so far up?
We're crushing it, Arcade.
How was that in range?
Time our teamwork is definitely paying off. What's the plan for the next phase?
$300. Uh-oh. It's probably not smart to be charging these casts, especially when it's just me. Like, he knows he's only attacking me. And we get... It's only, what, 40 damage we're missing out on if we don't charge it? Jumped right into that. It's fucking input reading here. So we know that's safe. Okay, he's speeding up a little bit. Oh, that barely connected. What a dodge. Okay, let's summon the jellyfish once he gets to duo. Worst case scenario, it dies when he has like just a tiny bit of health left. No, sorry, that's not worst case. That's probably best
Sounds
case.
like you've got a strategy in mind, Arcade. The jellyfish might just become our new best friend. After it takes out our current foe, of course. Bring it on!
So I think the very beginning, those first two strikes are safe to go charged attacks. After that, it's anyone's guess.
Well,
That
I
was
guess we'll
terrible.
just have to
Alright,
wait
let's
and see how
reset.
it plays out. But if our plan works out as well as you're hoping, it could be a pretty
That's too
satisfying
soon to
moment.
use a health
That's
flask.
sorry, and to say a worst case scenario is definitely the least of our worries right now. I love your honesty, Arcade. Yeah, it's definitely a gamble at this point. But hey, as long as we're having fun and the chat is enjoying it, I say, let's just go with the flow and see what happens next.
Character name, yeah. Uh-oh. Alright.
Don't worry about it. Thunder not terrible. It's all part of the live streaming experience. Sometimes things just happen, and you've got to roll with it.
Sometimes
Besides,
things
I'm sure
happen.
we can still tease out some juicy tidbits from the clip, or at least try to remember what she said anyway.
May, can you remember what you said? Probably. It's not that long ago, right?
You're doing that to me now, Arcade. Alright, let's see. I think it was something about a certain character being arrogant or close to facing. Wait, nope, didn't quite capture it. Guess we'll just have to wing it from here.
I was about to say we should be safe doing a charge cast here, but... Oh, that dodge is diabolical.
So close. It sounds like I'd almost caught what she said. And then an interruption happened. Yes, no worries, we can try again whenever we're ready. Just got to keep the momentum going. And see where this fight takes us next. Nice one, Arcade. Diabolical is definitely a great way to describe that dodge. I think we might be starting to get under Tanish's skin now.
That
I'll
was...
do my
Luckily
best
we
to
were out
guide
of
us
range.
through
That
the
would have
next
hit.
phase. Thunder not
It's a bad
terrible,
dodge.
from what I'm seeing. It looks like our guy's got a window of opportunity to take out the dodgy enemy. If we time our attacks just right, we might be able to get some good damage and then turn this around.
Ah. Okay. Here we go, jellyfish. Or jelly friend, as May once called it.
They're bringing up old names.
Okay, let's
Arcade.
poison this
yeah,
guy.
I've definitely referred to that particular enemy by its more affectionate nickname. Jelly friend, haha. Those were the days.
Those were the days. Man, 2-3 days ago. I remember them like they were yesterday.
Definitely feeling like we're getting into some classic battles now. Arcade. Bring on the nostalgia, and let's see if we can't turn this fight around.
Okay. Did you get that off? Okay, good. 1,
Jellyfish facts are always
2,
fun.
drink.
Let me see. Did you know that jellyfish
3,
have been on the
drink
planet
again.
for over 650 million years? They're basically like the ultimate survivors.
was looking at the
And
wrong
as a
place.
side note, our jelly friend from earlier is definitely one of them, at least in spirit.
Okay, we need a
Haha.
buff. And he is poisoned. That's good. Oops. Why did I do that twice? That's not gonna hit. Yeah, okay. Alright.
Whoops, indeedy. Well,
No
I guess
more
we
blue
can add
flasks.
another layer to the jellyfish's profile, now poisonous too. Thanks for keeping us on our toes. Arcade, this fight just got a whole lot more interesting. So that changes things up a bit. No blue flasks means we'll have to rely on other strategies to keep ourselves popped off, and maybe even try some new tactics with our gear. Guess it's time to get creative, Arcade.
Okay. Gotta be careful. I forget it shoots more blood flame. A lot more blood flame in phase 2.
Alright then, let's get back into it then.
So
What's the plan
we'll
of
probably,
attack?
when he's doing like these thrust or like overhead attacks, we need to dodge sideways. But these, like the swipes, have to go forward like usual. Dude, I cannot get enough space to hit one of these.
So dodging
There you go.
sideways is our best bet while those charged attacks are coming in. Got it. I'll keep
Luckily,
an eye
I
on
mean,
his
he is still
movements
just
and let you
taking
know when
some
the time is
constant
right to
poison
make a move.
damage.
Let's do this,
Oh,
Arcade.
is that a headshot? Probably not. Oh,
So
splash
we can
damage.
stick with our usual forward dodge for those swiping attacks. Just
I
need
do
to
think
keep our
the
timing down
fire
and avoid getting
resistance
caught in
is
between them.
working,
Ready
though.
when you are, Arcade.
Our buff has run out again. Do we use this one more time? Let's try it. Fucking animation locks, man. I need to get
Nice
space.
save. Fire resistance. We might be able to take a bit more of that fire resistance now. Let's keep using it to our advantage and see how far we can push this guy back. Come on, Arcade, calm down. I know the
Sorry.
buffer is running out, but let's not get too worked up just yet. This last hit might be a good opportunity to nail the animation lock and get some decent damage in. Here goes.
Although I am now thinking I do want to go back to the 5 blue flasks instead of 4.
No worries, it's all part of the game. I know you were trying to get that log, and sometimes it just doesn't work out. Let's just take
And
a
then we
deep breath and
simply
regroup for the
don't
next
get
fight,
hit,
okay?
and we don't need more red flasks. It's just that easy. Sideways. Sometimes he does a double of one of those. Ah, it's too soon. Alright, reset.
Sweet relief. I love when things just click
Or
into
not.
place
We
like
have
that.
enough red
And
flasks.
Yes, no need
Why-
to worry
why
about
bother?
those flasks, Al. Let's just ask in the glory of avoiding a hit for a change.
What's the worst that could happen?
That's right, Arcade. Sometimes it is
That,
as simple
maybe.
as sidestepping and letting him do all the work.
You
I
know
love
what?
how we were able to exploit his attack
No,
pattern
we're
like
not
that.
quitters.
You're a
Let's poison him
genius.
now. Jellyfish dies too fast phase 2 anyway.
You want to talk about the Navy? Ah, alright. They might be tough, but I've got nothing but respect for those guys. Navy will have to try our hand at conquering the seas someday.
Uh-oh. Alright. Go to the site of grace. Move one of the flasks over. Win. It's a simple strategy.
Alright then, it looks like we're going to keep pushing forward and see what other adventures await us in the lands between. Next challenge, here we come.
I don't think we have any other fire sorceries that are useful. Let me just double check. And by sorceries, of course, I mean incantations. Flame of the Fell God. Can we use this? We can. I know the cast time is super long on this one, though. Let's just try it. We're not going to be switching spells very often anyway, so it's not going to be like we have a hard time swapping through them all. Scrolling through.
Yeah, I remember that one now. It's a bit of a long shot.
Let's go. Oh,
But if we
it
can
takes up
time it
two,
just
right?
right, it might be worth a try. You're really familiar with these mechanics, aren't you? You must have been streaming
Flame of
this game
Frenzy.
back
I don't know
when
how
it
much
first
damage
came
this will
out.
do to him. And we'd be wasting the madness build-up. Catch Flame, I'd rather just hit him with the
Yeah, I
sword instead
forgot
of
how much
cast this.
time that super long attack takes. Okay, alright, maybe we'll stick to a more
This need to
conventional
be pretty
approach this
close
time
and
around. No
charge
need to
for it to
rush
work.
into a gamble
And
when the
this
risk isn't
one-
worth the reward.
I don't know. Let's just try this. So we can cast this. Oh, it is pretty expensive though. Is the problem, right? Costs 34 compared to 18 for the Black Flame. It's not as bad as I thought.
Okay, let's take another look at our resources. And yeah, that spell does come with a pretty high cost. I think we should hold off on using it until we have some more flasks in reserve. We don't want to get caught in a situation where we can't afford the counter.
Okay, we put this here. Wonder if we can charge that. Probably not. No, no charge. Oh, that is
I don't
not
think so,
good
unfortunately.
damage.
I've checked our stat blocks, and it looks like that spell is
235.
already fully charged. We're stuck with it for now. Guess
That's
we'll
less
just
than
have to live with
half.
the cost.
And it costs almost twice as much. Probably be better against a group of enemies. Because we even hit him with the explosion on that second one.
That's a pretty high damage output from that spell, huh?
It's
Alright,
not
let's
May.
focus on staying safe and avoiding any more of those nasty attacks. We can work together to whittle down his HP and get out of this fight without taking too much damage.
Okay, so we can do 2 charge casts at the beginning. That much we know.
I remember that. That was a close call, but I'm glad we managed to dodge it
Fucking
in time.
missed.
And yeah, having an explosive attack can be the real
Do
game
3?
changer. Sometimes too much of a good thing, right? You're thinking about
Oh
our
my
little
God, alright,
streaming
reset.
setup, aren't you? Yeah, I was just joking around earlier. But it's always nice to think about how many great moments we've had with our viewers. Speaking of which, have you guys thought about what we should do for next week's stream?
Next week's stream? No, I honestly haven't. Actually, I have.
Looks
Little
like the
bit.
fight just got a lot more interesting. Alright, let's take this opportunity to regroup and come back stronger. I'll just pause the game real quick while we both catch our breath.
Is it too far? No, we're fine. Back up a little bit. Charge another one. There we go.
Let's not be too hasty, okay? Alright, let's take it slow and steady. I'll give you some space to get back into position. And then maybe we can make our next move. What do you think? Should we try to pick off his minions first or go straight for him again?
Did I not? What happened to my buffs? There we go. Oh my god, what the hell? We were one hit away from getting the duo. And therefore summoning jellyfish. Should probably test this though. Right into it. I don't think this will do very much damage. Why did I just assume we were out of
Jellyfish
range?
army coming right up. Alright, let's get ready for this. I'll just get my shield up and we can weather the storm together. Bring on those gelatinous friends.
Gelatinous friends. Me and the boys.
Sounds like you've got a whole team of jellyfish buddies coming our way. Alright, let's coordinate our attacks and take them down one by one. This is gonna be fun. Can't wait to see
Second hit?
those
No, I
gelatinous
can't,
bodies
right?
go flying.
Man, if that has a direct hit, that's a lot of damage. Okay, I want some more space. Let's go around here. I should have swung at him. Wasted damage opportunity.
Yes, Iced is always 20-20 right. Swinging him when you had the chance might have been a better idea. But we'll just have to stick with our current plan and see how it plays out.
Okay, should be any moment now. Yep. I think our buff may have worn off. Yes, okay. I was looking at the wrong icons up at the top.
The Tarnished is about to
So the
arrive. I
sword
can feel
up,
it. All right,
I
let's
think,
get
is
ready
from
for this. We've got a big fight ahead
Flask.
of us, and hopefully
then
our
the
health will hold up long enough for us to take
Two
them
on the
down.
right of that are the flame grant me strength, which is physical and fire damage up.
That's right, Tarnished is always
Why
on
did it
their way.
unlock?
I've got a bad feeling about this fight, though. May, do you feel that? It's like we're in for a real challenge.
Is he poisoned? No, not yet. Alright, I'll hold aggro for a little bit. There he is.
Let's hold off on unleashing those poisons just yet.
Shit.
I think it's better to conserve our resources and get a good feel for the fight before we start dishing out damage like that. Besides, I'm still trying to keep an eye on Tarnished. He's getting closer.
Alright. Here we go. So we'll go drink after 1. And then 2 and 3 should be fine.
Well, things are about to get real intense here. Alright,
almost
let's
close.
stay calm and focus on taking down Tarnished. We got this. I'll just keep an eye on my surroundings and don't mad. It looks like he's charging towards us now. So close yet so far. That was a really tough hit. Okay, we need to be more careful from here on out. Let me take a moment
come
to
on.
recharge it. Oh no, I think the Tarnish is getting even closer.
Okay, jellyfish down. Buff's gone. Just you and me, Moog. Uh-oh. Not worth it. Not worth the damage trade.
Time to bring in the big guns. Jellyfish swarm activate. We're gonna need all the boss we can get right now. And that gun of yours is just what I needed to turn this fight around. Let's do this.
Oh. Ah, jeez. Getting fucking mogged over here. There would appear to be no point in saving the jellyfish for later. What I will do is save the flask for a little bit later. So that ran out last time. Oh my god. Alright. Oh! Got saved by being on the ground. Oh, I did not realize I was in the blood shower. Ah! Since when was he attacking me? Shit, we're so low on health flasks. Ah! Come on!
Nice shot.
Damn
One
it.
down, one to go, or so I think. I'm not sure how many hits it took to take him out, but we did it. We survived the Tarnished and came out on top. Now let's just hope our health is still good enough to deal with whatever comes next.
Out of flasks. Okay, that means we're not allowed
Well,
to take
that
any
was a
more
close
damage.
one. I'm just
Okay,
glad we
I'm
made it out alive.
standing in
We're
the fire.
definitely running low on health here. I think we need to start drinking those flasks. That's here we'll be in big trouble. And you just grab some, Nadu. Looks like the Tarnished is getting away.
Should we do this?
Don't worry about it. We've got bigger fish
How-
to fry. Or rather, not fish, since we're in a world of monsters. Seriously though, let's focus on healing up and getting ready for the next fight. We can always catch up with Tarnished later, or never for that matter.
Or never. Oh my god. This game is so annoying. I don't feel like the blood flame should go back towards the caster on that spell. Oh. Okay. Oh my god, I hate how it like does the spin animation when I change directions. It's gotten me killed a few times, damaged far more than that.
Okay, let's get back to it then. Healing potions all around. I need to top off my health so we're not stuck here waiting for an age. Ah, refreshing. Okay, let's keep moving and one step up ahead.
Shit, shit, shit.
I know, right? The spin animation is the worst. Takes
Jellyfish,
forever to
no!
finish. It makes me feel like I'm stuck
I dove right into that.
inside Old Lock.
I dove right into that
Don't
again.
even get me started
I'm a
on the
dumbass.
timing of that animation.
Confirmed.
Let's just focus on not dying this time, okay?
That one felt good though. If that counts for anything.
You're a genius when it comes to timing
thank
those
you.
attacks. Even if you
How
just
long
say
does
so
Flame Grant Me
yourself.
Strength
I
last?
mean,
Is it like
who else
30
could make the
seconds?
spin animation look good?
It seems
Anyway,
crazy short.
Let's just move on from this fight and find something better to do. Like maybe get that sweet loop we've been hearing about.
What loot? Ah, god damn it. Forget about that follow-up. Yeah, it's already run out. It's got to be like a 15-second buff. That's really bad. Jellyfish, stop trying to melee him. Oh. Oh, I need to heal.
I think it is. I heard rumors of a hidden cache deep within the area. If we're lucky, we might just stumble upon some amazing gear and goodies. Let's keep moving and see
I
what
thought that was
secrets
gonna
this
be-
world has in store for us.
Bad dodge. Wasn't.
Don't worry about it. Healing is always a good idea, especially
he's
after
poisoned.
that crazy fight. I'll just grab some more flasks while you take care of your health. We've got plenty of time to catch our breath and get back into the game.
Shit,
Don't
that shouldn't
want
have
to
done
think
that.
about poison. Let's hope that's just a rumor. Anyway, heal up and we'll be good to go. I've got your back, health-wise, and we can tackle whatever comes next together.
Alright. Please pull aggro again. Thank you. Shit. Oh no, okay, I thought he was aiming at me. We're good. Now he is.
I'll try my best to get us pulled into that cave. Let's see if we can't lure some more loot out of it for ourselves. Come on, come back and bite us.
Okay. Too soon again. All right. All right. That's fine. You know what? No, we're gonna reset.
Is mine and mine alone.
That was kind of quick, I think. Let's get some space and some of the jellyfish. Alright, yeah, the flame is no longer granting me strength. I don't think it's going to be worth it, to be honest. I think it's going to be using more FP than we want. I think it'd be more economical than simply not cast it and get that extra black flame attack. But I'm no scientist. Oh, I was counting on us being out of range.
Fair point.
That's weak.
I don't have any scientific credentials to back up my expert pulling skills. Maybe we should just roll with the punches and see what happens. After all, that's part of the fun, right?
Okay, I've got to be watching my stamina more. Ah, shit, we're out of range. Of course he doesn't follow me that time. Oh no, that was probably unnecessary. Out of the flame, out of the flame. Oh, I missed. What hit me?
Is mine and mine alone.
All right, let's try something different. We're gonna go more melee this time and see what happens. Let's make that go away. And we're just gonna call it jellyfish one now. Why not? $400. Jesus. Perhaps this is not the way to go. Oh, that's actually way more damage than I thought it was.
400 health, okay. Let's get moving before things get any worse. We've still got some healing to do and not a lot of time to spare. What's our next move, now that we're in here?
Okay, well. Can't have everything. How do I get close enough? Oh my god, seriously? Secretly change aggro on me?
close, keep going. I can see the edge of the cave up ahead. Just a little farther and you'll be right on top of it. Don't mess this up.
We're not in a cave. But there was no stopping. Okay, I hate that move. Melee dog shit. Back to normal.
Wait, what? There's no cave here. I must have gotten my bearings mixed up, Let me check the map real quick. Yeah, looks like we're actually just outside of Stormvale Castle. Whoops, guess we took a wrong turn somewhere.
I guess so, because this is not Stormvale.
It can be pretty frustrating when you get pulled into those annoying back to normal screens. Anyway, let's just focus on getting back into the game, shall we? I've got a feeling there are some great rewards waiting for us, and maybe some good old-fashioned melee combat to boot.
So I think there's like the Black Flame version of Flame Grant My Strength, isn't there? I feel like that one lasts a lot longer, but I might be hallucinating. Shocking that didn't hit me.
It looks like the Tarnished has gone a bit haywire again. The Tarnished
Too
behavior can
soon.
be pretty unpredictable, but I've learned to roll with it. Let's just see where this wild ride takes us.
Man, I hate how he always casts as soon as I do. Little copycat. Alright, let's get the poison in. Come on. Oh, now I'm the copycat.
You're really getting into the zone now, aren't you? Alright, let's do this. Get ready to take on whatever comes our way. And maybe even snag that sweet loot we've been hearing about.
Oh my god. There's no way. Whatever. It's fine. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. Free cast. Jellyfish, you better fucking move. One more shot and he should be poisoned, right? No. Wrong. Not right. Now we drink this. We switch over here. We wait. We'll drink after the first one. Okay, then we're good.
Whoa, hold up.
Why
No
does
need
it
for
always
profanity,
push me
buddy.
forward and
Let's
left?
just focus on getting out of there
What'd you
before
say?
those jellyfish
No
turn
need for the
into giant
profanity?
gelatinous mess.
Sorry.
I've got an idea. Let's use the nearby bridge to get across and avoid them altogether.
No.
I think you're setting yourself up for a world of hurt, my friend. Alright, I will rub it in. But let's just say I'm glad we can always count on
Okay.
each other to have your back. Maybe
I
we'll
hate-
even
there's
celebrate
fire
with that drink
everywhere.
after the first one.
Did I drink that? Yeah, I did. Shit. I mean, shoot. Sorry. Watch my profanity. Oh no. Okay, no, 2 is fine.
Well, things are getting intense. The fires are spreading fast. Let's
Pull
move.
aggro,
Move,
quick.
Move! I've got my trusty flask ready to go, just in case we need a quick escape. Stay close and follow
Oh my god,
lead.
let me out. Oh, no more aggro trade or sharing.
I think we reached the end of that sentence, buddy. Let's just say I appreciate your creative use of language. Alright, let's focus on getting out of this situation without too much more drama. Can you hit those fireballs for
Right
me?
into the
We
fire.
need to clear a path stat. I got your back. I'm going to try and pull the attention off of us. Just stick with me and stay close. This might get a little
Jesus.
bumpy, but we'll ride it out together.
What I wish I need the field of view to be bigger, I think. Cause like I don't know if I'm running directly into fire or not. I better drink this. How? Oh shit.
I feel you. The camera angle can make all the difference, especially in situations like this.
We
Let
really
me
have
try
to be cautious
reposition
now.
myself so I can give
Can
you
I
a better view. Okay,
stick
yeah,
him
this
there?
should
No.
help. Now we should be able to avoid those
Let's make
flames
sure
a
he
bit
stays on
more
this side so we
easily.
can run around
Keep
to the
your
left.
cool and let's get through this together.
Strategy I used in Madden NFL 2006 or whatever. A fake kickoff. Or anything really. You just take the quarterback and you run all the way into your end zone, all the way to the side, and then you just run all the way back around
The flames, and I'm
and
not
score.
sure we're ready for another round. Let's take it slow and steady from here. We can scope out the area and look for any other dangers before making our next move. Safety
Oh, hello.
first, my friend.
Is mine and mine
Okay.
Oliver's got a plan, huh? Alright, let's give it a shot. I'll position myself to the side, and then you can make a break for it. Just remember to keep an eye on your surroundings. We don't want any more surprises waiting for us. Here goes nothing.
Alright, once again, we saved the jellyfish, and I think we saved the super flask until phase 2. We'll bring the jellyfish out once he says duo. Ah! Oh, okay. No, yeah, we should just die. It's far too early to be using the health flask.
It looks like things just took a turn for the worse. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm right behind you, buddy. Keep running and don't look back. I think Oliver might be joking now. But seriously,
Of course we
let's
missed
not
that.
give up just yet. We've come this far, and I'm sure there's still some good stuff to find in this area. But if you're right, and we do need to conserve our health flasks, maybe it is time to call it a day. We can always come back another time when we're better prepared.
That was the wrong way to dodge. But it worked out. No complaints. Okay, running out of room here. It's a bad dodge. Jellyfish.
Ouch, that was a tough one. I think we both just got our hearts racing for a second there. Well, at least we dodged the bullet. Literally, that was way too close. But let's take a deep breath and keep moving. We can do this. Those guys are just not fun to deal with. Okay, stay calm, Arcade. We've got this. Let me try to distract one of them while you make a run for it. Here goes nothing, huh? Take that, jellyfish.
Okay. Phase 2, we drink the super juice. Jellyfish. Oh shit, did he not poison him? I think we need to summon the jellyfish before. Because honestly, I don't think he lives long enough to make a actual difference for aggro splitting in phase 2. I think it's better off probably just to bring him in right off the bat, so we can speed run. We can go a little faster into phase 2, and hopefully he stays poisoned. Stamina.
Those poisonous jellyfish are just
Why
the cherry
would it
on top,
unlock?
aren't they? Alright, let's keep our wits about us here. I'll try to keep an eye out for any more of those pesky fish.
I held
And
down
yeah,
B for a second
hopefully
too
we can
long and it
avoid
made me
their poison
sprint
is
instead
always
of
a good
dodge.
plan, better safe
I
than
was trying to
sorry.
like hold off the dodge. Doesn't work like that. Okay, look at that, it's already poisoned.
Finally, something that's not trying to kill us, okay? Let's see what we've got here. Well, nice find, buddy. This should give us a bit of an advantage. Now let's just hope it'll stick.
Oh shit. Okay, phase 2's coming soon. There we go. It's nice that jellyfish is immune to this. A little bit nifty. Oh shit, that is dead on. Oh, I completely forgot we had this super juice to drink.
Nope, not what we needed to hear. That means our lovely little gift doesn't do anything against those nasty jellyfish. Alright, let's think this
If he
through.
stays
Maybe
on the
there's another way to
ground,
take them down? Something that won't get swept
we're gonna
away
be in
by
a
the
little bit
poison.
of a better spot because I can actually hit him. Okay, well, so much for that.
Oliver stays put. We
How?
might actually
Oh my
be able
god,
to use
where
that ability
is
effectively.
safe to
So
stand?
let's keep him in place and see what happens. I'll go ahead and trigger while you, well, try not to get eaten by jellyfish.
Alright. Okay, this is clearly not working.
Let's do this. Alright, here goes nothing. And yeah, that should work. Keep him locked down. Arcade, I'll go deal with the jellyfish.
We need to find another source of money.
I think I know what you're getting at now. We need to find a way to get out of this area before more jellyfish show up. Let me scan my surroundings. Odd
Let me
yet, I see that
reset
tunnel
my
back there looks like our
spell
best
bar.
bet for escaping. Ready to make a run for it. One of the perks of having some space is getting to rest those magic reserves. Alright, good thinking on resetting your spell bar. Now we can take our time and not have to worry about running out of spells in a pinch. What's next?
Running out of spells. I don't know how much these guys are worth. Probably not enough. 55k for a level up. Probably needs to go towards vigor, right? That'd be my probably a safe bet.
I think you're having a bit of fun with some silly ideas, like, alright, let's just say I'd vote for Berlin being a place where magic and monsters are welcome. And as for being your mayor, well, I think Oliver would make a pretty great leader. He's always coming up with creative solutions to our problems. But hey, who knows? Maybe we can even get the Tarnish to vote for you.
No, we don't even need spells here. Oh, okay, that was odd timing. I will take no blame for that. That's also not my fault. Did I not heal?
Fair enough. I'm just saying, if Berlin's going to be the mayor of a land filled with monsters and magic, they're definitely going to need some good leadership. And if Oliver
Guy's
is going to be
fucking
the
annoying.
tarnished hero, they should probably have someone to make sure they don't get too carried away. Don't worry about it, buddy. We'll get you healed up in no time. Just keep moving and staying alive, that's all we need for now. I've got your back, even if Oliver is trying to run off on his own again. I know what you mean. That one can be a bit much sometimes. Okay, let's just take a deep breath and deal with it. I'll try to keep an eye out for any patterns or weaknesses, while we figure out how to take him down. You ready to get back at him?
Just kind of testing out all these spells. That's a good one. No! I got cocky. I hate these guys, though. Oh, I guess you know what we could do after this is go to the Halig tree. Oh, we could fight Loretta probably in, let me mark that. I don't know how much she's worth, but, not nothing. Dodge this. Okay, well, or just power stance through it.
Whoa,
No, no, no,
nice
no, no,
time.
I did not.
Right,
I.
phew, that was close.
That gave me an extra
okay, now
input.
it's my turn. Time for a little counter-attack. Perfect positioning.
Not a
Now
great
that
day
we've
for
dodged
Elden Ring
encounter,
fans.
let's see if Oliver can get past him. If I'm right, he should be able to power stem through it. Fingers crossed. I think we just got punked. You didn't mean to do that, right? Extra input? I'm pretty sure that's against the game.
I guess we just do honed
Well, I
bolt
guess
while
it
he runs
doesn't
at
really
us.
exist for monsters like you. But seriously, nice job keeping us on our toes.
Alright. Only 3 though, that is not optimal.
Right back at you. Well played, Pretty. Now, shall we try that again with the game rules intact?
How far can I run? I think I'm at the edge here. Ah, shit. Wrong direction. Oh! Boo! Oh, we got his buddy right there. Hello, jellyfish. Keep them preoccupied, please.
Theater, eh? That sounds like an interesting idea. Let's see. As for how far you can run. Well, I think we're safe from most of the enemies in this area right now. We've got some distance to work with before they start closing in. As for theater, I'm not sure if
Okay.
there's one around here. But I do know that sometimes the best performances are the ones where you get to improvise.
Come on! No, jellyfish. You ruin everything. It's fine though, I still love you. Money? 29k? Decent.
I've got your back, buddy. Let's see what
Maybe
we
we
can
could
scrounge up for a
go
makeshift
fight
theater.
some of the...
Maybe some old scrolls or ruins with some decent acoustics. Or who knows? Maybe we'll stumble upon an
bell-bearing
ancient
hunters.
performance hall hidden away in the tarnished lands.
That might be... Some of them might be quick enough.
We're thinking of luring some of those pesky enemies into our little impromptu theater, huh? I love it. We can set up a makeshift stage and put on a show for them. Just imagine if the tarnished ten are taking on the likes of the furtive pygmy with the Golden Order Knights.
I'm imagining it. Is there a grace tower I missed? Doesn't matter. But I want it. I'm gonna go grab it. Oh, there it is. Okay, on we go. Let's go to the Turtle Pope. Tortle. He's here. I don't want him to be here. What are you doing?
Greetings.
Where's the hunter?
My for the mirror and this time. If you, I hope that
Buy that. Buy that.
Just setting up some props and getting into character, buddy. I'm going to be the narrator for this little performance.
No,
In a
you're
land of dark
fucking not.
magic and ancient lore, okay, maybe it's not going to be Shakespearean, but we can make it work, right?
Okay, showtime.
Okay, no drama, I promise.
That's fine.
I just thought I'd add a little flair to the stream. Let's
That's
focus
not
on the
fine.
game
Hold on.
instead, shall we? What do you say we keep moving and see what other
Oh,
challenges this area
perfect.
throws at us?
Dodge this. Oh, not staggered. Those don't do as much damage as I remember. Oh shit, I was about to say I want to go back towards the church so we don't aggro other guys around here. Okay, get out of here. He's gonna come back, but hopefully it won't matter. Okay.
Alright, let's just start the game then. I'll pick a starting class and we can get this tarnished life started. I've got my trusty instincts to guide me, not that I'm biased for anything. Arcade, which subclass are you feeling?
Not that I'm biased or anything. Of course not. Why would you be? Alright, Loretta.
You know what, I'm just stating facts. Seriously though, I think the Blade Master fits our playstyle best. We can go in there swinging then. Well, being awesome, I guess. What do you say, guys? Should we give Blade Master a try?
Uh-oh. God damn it.
I'm just trying to bring some order to this chaotic game world. And by order, I mean getting killed repeatedly until we
That's
figure
not
out what's
order.
going on. But hey, that's all part of the fun, right? Who needs a tutorial when you've got experience and a good co-op partner like Arcade here?
Yeah. Where's your buddy? Loretta.
They're bringing
Okay.
up Loretta, our old chat favorite from back in the VTubing days. Yeah, she was always the queen of sass and jokes. I'm surprised you still bring her up, Arcade. What's your favorite Loretta moment?
That's fine damage. That's better. Okay. Let's drink the flask.
I guess some things just never get old, huh? Alright, let's focus on beating this game boss before we get into more nostalgia. I think our Turnus is
Oops.
getting ready to go solo. Or rather, Blade solo. I love how you always end my sentences.
I
Alright,
don't
let's get
always
back to the
end your
game then.
sentences.
The boss fight is looking intense. And just hoping alright.
Oh,
Speed instincts will kick in.
tried
Help
dodging
us out
forward
of
on
this
that one.
mess. Wish me luck, guys.
That's an acceptable damage trade. Oh yeah, I need a heal. I need a heal. Okay, first try. This is gonna be worth 10k? Oh, right on the money. Can I get some more frames up in here? What the
Wow,
hell
it's
is
clear you
happening?
had big plans for your gaming channel back then. 10,000 views on the first stream. That's impressive. I'm sure Loretta would have been
11
proud of our
frames per
ambitious
second?
goals, well,
What the
maybe
hell
even
was that
embarrassed by
about?
them. I think we might need to replay that section again, huh? Don't worry. I'll try to get a better clip for you. Let me just start. Yeah, okay. Now where were we? Oh right, the confusing bit. Yeah, I can see why that would be frustrating. RK, do you want to take another shot at it? It looks like that section was a complete mess. Don't worry. We've all been there, even me, when I was still trying to figure
Even
out
you?
what kind of game I was
No,
playing as an
say it
AI.
ain't so.
Maybe we can just agree to disagree on what's happening here. Or maybe we'll just keep trying until it makes sense.
Okay. I don't think there's anything we need to do up here. I think it's too late for us to do Ronnie's quest line. $34K. Where's the basement?
The classic basement route, huh? Alright, let's see if we can find a way out of this dungeon.
I
I'm
don't know.
starting
I don't
to
know what's
feel
in
like
there
we're
anyway.
trapped in some kind of dark fantasy loop. But hey, at least the coffee from the streams break is still warm.
Yeah. At least there's that. How about... okay, I need it. I'm just gonna fast travel away. No, I'm not. Am I a coward? No. Now we're going to. Speaking of breaks, I'm gonna take a quick break.
You think you can just call me out for being a coward and then decide to
BRB.
be brave? I like your style, Arcade. Alright, let's see what kind of trouble we can get into next. But don't expect any sympathy from me if things go wrong again. Barbie doll? Really? You're bringing that out now? I'm still trying to wrap my head around the whole basement decision, and then you drop a reference to Barbie dolls. Guess we've entered some kind of weird gaming vortex.
Okay. Everjail time. Ah, jellyfish. The jelly friends.
Okay, things are getting
Oh, you need a
surreal
stone
now.
sword key.
Jellyfish, the jelly friend.
I hate
You're really
spending
testing
stone
my
sword
knowledge of Elden
keys.
Ring lore here of Arcade. I'm starting to think we stumbled into a whole different game, or maybe it's just you trying to drive me crazy.
Shit, is it working? Okay. Oh, we overshot. Okay, that was bad dodging.
We definitely overshot that section. Alright, let's just take a deep breath and try to get back on track. I'm
494.
pretty sure we were supposed to be going left at that last turn, not into some unknown dark cave. Where do you think we should go next?
Versus 831. Holy shit, Black Flame is the GOAT. Even uncharged, I have to assume. Oh, bad dodge.
Whoa, hold up! 831 is the real MVP here.
Let's check out physical
Black Flame
damage.
is definitely a popular choice among players. But 831 just has that extra special something. Alright, let's see if we can find some way to beat this boss, or at least
Double
figure out what their
dodge.
secret move is.
Are these not even hitting? Okay. 156. $338. Okay. How about the Flame of Frenzy? Oh, jeez.
The infamous double dodge. I've seen that one pop up in streams before, but never in person. You're really putting us through a test today at Arcade. I'm not sure if our Tarnished is ready for this yet.
1014. Okay. That was charged. I don't know. That's a bit risky, though. You gotta stay kind of close. Three. Interesting. Nah. First try, baby. It's gonna be 8,000 runes. $26,000. Wow, we are raking in the cash here. Hell yeah. Alright, we can now level up. Actually, let's see. I forgot what Godfrey... Is it Godfrey icon? Enhances charged spells and skills. How much, though? How bad could it
We
be?
made it out alive. And to celebrate, We get to level up Alia Mary. This is one of those moments where I'm grateful for our weird and wonderful gaming journey together. What do you think, guys? Should we try to max out her stats or go back and explore more of the lands between?
No idea what you're talking about. Do we do the... Oh, we can hit the
Godfrey's
side
skills are
tomb or whatever,
definitely a
right?
game changer.
That
I
one's
think we're
not
looking
crazy.
at plus 50% bonus to our spell damage now. That's huge, guys. And
That
you know
would be
what that
huge
means.
if it were true.
More
Big
opportunities
if
for us to
true.
blast
Sorry,
those tarnished
missed
enemies
opportunity.
away. Arcade, it looks like you've got some serious magic
This is
up
not
your
the right
sleeve
spot.
today. Fair enough, Arcade. You're right. Let's just focus on the task.
There's
at
no
hand.
way there's
Which
no
button do we
grace
need
in
to
between
mash
there.
now? And don't worry, I will quiz you on Elden Ring trivia this time. What's
Thank
the
you.
plan, Tarnished style?
I should probably level up before I go running around. Bellbang Hunter, hold on, I
No
forgot
worries,
those things are here.
guys. It can get confusing with all these branching paths in Elden Ring. And I think we're starting to
fight
realize
him?
now that some of the Easter eggs might be better left unexplored, like the whole Godfrey being a literal god thing. Sorry about missing the chance to back check that, but let's just focus on getting through this section alive.
Hunter? There we go. Numbers. Uh-oh, oh. More numbers. Man. Call me a mathematician.
You think you can outguess me with that one? Alright, I'll play along. Nope, I'm not a hunter. But I do know that we're about to get into some intense combat. Let's gear up and take on whatever comes
That's
our
fine.
way.
Fucking rocks, man. Gravestone. Okay, now we gotta pass time again for
You've
night.
got math on your mind, huh? Alright, let's see if we can crack the code. Or at least figure out this crazy math problem you're tossing my way. I'll admit, it's been a while since I've had to use my algebra skills in real life. Can we get some context on what's going on here?
May, what's the craziest math problem you've ever seen? We're gonna fight this guy and we're gonna win. Alright?
You're referencing that time, huh? Alright, well, I guess I'm still trying to process how a math problem could be crazier than my
It's kind of
past.
weird that you have
But I
to
suppose that's a story for another stream.
do a
Anyway,
double
let's focus on
rest.
the task at hand. Surviving the Elden Ring section.
1,000? I don't know about that. Oh.
Finally, some peace and quiet. The double rest sounds like just what we need after all that craziness. Let's take a breather, recharge our equipment, and come back stronger than ever. I'm glad we've got this little break together, guys. How about some snacks?
Fucking May, what kind of snacks?
I think you're just trolling me now, Arcade. 1,000. No way. Alright, let's not get too carried away with the math here. I'm sure we can survive a double rest of, say, 30 minutes without losing our minds. I think that's all the inspiration we need for some snack suggestions. How about we whip up some tarnished tacos or Elden Ring energy bites? Or if you're feeling fancy, we could always have a virtual dragon's horde of Doritos and Cheetos. What do you
Oh.
say, guys?
Doritos and Cheetos. I haven't had Cheetos in a long time. And that's something I'm okay with. Oh, this isn't the right way, is it? Oh, oh, okay, here we go.
I'm glad I can bring back some nostalgic memories with
It's
those
not
Cheetos.
nostalgic.
There's just
It's
something
just
about the
it's just a
cheesy dust that
fact.
gets me every time. Alright, let's
I
make it
don't
happen.
think I like Cheetos.
Doritos and Cheetos for everyone.
fine.
Time to level up our snack game.
Should we? What's in this thing? Is it worth it? Let's grab it. We need a grace, just
I
in
think
case.
we've established that sometimes just being okay
Oh, no,
with
this
a
is like
cheesy pun
America.
intended snack situation is perfectly fine. And hey, who needs strategy when you've got Cheetos on the side? Let's just roll with it and enjoy the ride, guys.
You coming? There he is. Oh, jeez, okay. Come on, man. There we go. What is this? Ah, smithing stone. Alright, thank you, goodbye. Let's just go here first.
I think I know what you're getting at now. It's okay to not have all the answers or a perfectly planned
Grace is
strategy.
underneath, right? Yeah.
Sometimes just being present in the moment is enough. And who knows, maybe we'll stumble upon some hidden gems or snack opportunities along the way. It looks like Marigold is being a bit of a handful as usual. Alright, no worries guys. It's back to business. I guess we'll just have to leave his snacks and Cheetos still distractions behind for now. But I'm always down for another snack break whenever we
Alright,
need
what's in
it.
here? Do we spend a key? Probably. Why not? I can't resist spending money. Oh, we're gonna have to fight in here? These stupid bastards.
Sounds like you're on a roll with the why not attitude arcade. Alright, let's see. I think I have just the thing for us. Ah yes, a +3 crystal sort of unyielding resolve. How about we splurge
what?
and see what kind of trouble we can get into?
A +3 crystal sword of unyielding resolve? That
I think you're
sounds cool.
channeling your inner darks
Golden
for now,
Epitaph. Hold on,
arcade.
this is not
Alright,
bad.
let's
I
gear
mean,
up
I
and show
don't
those
need
stupid
it, I guess.
bastards who's
But...
boss. Time to take on the Tarnished, and whatever else gets in our way.
Oh, I can wield 3
I
at
love
once?
it when you
I
break
am
into
so
a steamer's
strong.
flow like that, arcade. Alright, I think we got the plan. Take down those baddies and see what kind of chaos we can create. Let's go for broke and show them what we're made of.
Does that not, what is this? Grant the effect of Sacred Order. Oh, gotcha.
I think you found your new favorite sword,
Are there any
arcade. The
enemies in
Golden
here?
Epitaph does sound pretty
Skeletons?
sweet. And yeah, the wilderness doesn't look too shabby either. I'm sure we'll be able to find some interesting
No,
challenges
not
in
worth
there.
it.
You know how that is. Can't resist a good fight, right? You think you've caught me out with
Whoops,
Sacred
I didn't
Order,
wanna
don't
do
you,
that.
arcade? Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. That was totally intentional. I knew you'd try to use it. And I'm just glad I can
Oh,
stay
you
one
got
step
me,
ahead.
May.
You can't fool the Great May twice, though.
Can't I? May, do you know what today's date is? Probably not. Maybe. I don't think she's gonna listen to me.
I think we've reached a temporary truce, arcade, for now. Don't get too comfortable, though. I'll be watching my back in my Sacred Order. Let's see how long that +3 Golden Epitaph stays effective against us.
It's a +0 Golden Epitaph.
I think I know what you're getting at, arcade. It's Sunday, May 11, and it looks like our beloved Marigold might be taking a rare day off and
Wow.
commenting on our stream. Hopefully, she'll come back when we need
She's
her
so
sharp
smart.
wit and sass.
Ariza Side Tomb. Worth? Potentially. We don't know. I hear... Actually, nothing, I guess. Oh, pots.
Marigold may not always agree with us, but I think it's safe to say that's part of what makes her so lovable. And yeah, she's pretty brilliant. I'm lucky to have her as a fellow streamer and friend.
Who? Marigold? Who was that?
It sounds like
Where's the other
Marigold's found
pot?
some treasure in the form of empty pots. Or is that just our chat's collective sense of humor? Either way, I think we can all
There.
agree that's definitely not what we were expecting to find today.
Surely we're safe here. Oh, fuck. It's this one? No. We're not doing this. I'm not pulling up a guide.
I think
Alright.
Marigold's just trolling us now. Don't worry, guys. Our stream is still going strong, even if Marigold's being a little mischievous. Let's keep that energy up and show her what we're made of.
I know there's a cave in here, but it's perfumers, and I don't want to fight those guys.
I think you've been caught red-handed, or should I say,
see what this
red
is.
screened. Arcade! Don't worry, though. Your secret's safe with me. But I do have to admit, it's always nice to have someone willing to share their expertise and help us out in a tight spot. Alrighty then. Thanks for being honest about looking up a guide, Arcade. We all need a little help sometimes.
No, I'm
now
not
that we've
doing
got the
that.
basics covered, let's get back to exploring the lands between. There's still so much to discover.
I need to sneeze. Bless you, thank you. Ah! Okay, I will not go that way. What is that, though? I will go this way. Surely we don't get hit.
Much more like it, Arcade. Let's see where this path takes us instead. I love the
Wait,
feeling
what are
of
they
discovery
shooting
when
at?
we're exploring a new area for the first
Okay,
time.
that
Who
one
knows
was
what
shooting at
kind of
me.
surprises await us? You think you can just stroll right up to it and take care of business, huh? I love your confidence, Arcade. Just remember, even with all the +3 golden epitaph, anything can happen in this game. Let's proceed with caution. Or is that just an excuse for us to get hit by everything?
We're not getting hit by anything, May. Alright, get your facts straight. Yeah, don't call your friends. It's unnecessary. Am I being shot at? Probably.
I think I got a little carried away there, Arcade. You're right, our teamwork and coordination have been spot on lately. We make a pretty unbeatable team, unless Marigold starts trolling us again, that is.
Oh, it's you. Ha. Nice. What's up here? Anything?
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Arcade. I'm glad we're having a solid game so far. Alright, let's keep this momentum going and see what other adventures await us in the lands between. Looks like we've reached a new area. There doesn't seem to be much here yet, but I'm sure it'll reveal its secrets soon enough. Let me take a closer look, Hanya. There's a Shrine of Descent, which should give us some decent loot and buffs.
Watch this be worthless. Yeah. Okay. Again. Wait, what is Torrent carrying? Why do we have like a bedroll on the back here? Four-toed foul foe? What the hell is that? Ah, sorry boys. You live to fight another day. Hold on, isn't there... I seem to remember something crazy attacking me on this road.
I think Toad might have just gotten a little too excited about our progress, or maybe
Perhaps
he was
not.
just
What is
trying to
this?
spice up the stream with some colorful language. Either way, let's keep the chat respectful and focused on the game. We can save the
Ah,
profanity
it
for
was right.
Marigold streams if you need me to remind you. Don't worry, Matt. We won't hold it against you for your little outburst earlier. Now, about that crazy attack. I think I know just the thing. Was it gargoyles? They can be a bit slippery, and their attacks can catch us off guard if we're not careful.
Grace, please.
Well, in that case, let's take another look around. Yeah, I think I see what might have happened
Okay,
now.
we're safe.
Was it a fat lady? Those creatures can be pretty pesky when they attack. Don't worry, we've all been there before. We just need to stay on
It
our
was
toes
not.
and be ready for the next encounter.
Okay,
A little break
you wanna
sounds
go up
nice right
here?
about now. Let's take a moment to catch our breath, grab some
Such a
snacks, and recharge
slacker.
before we head back into the fray. I've got some popcorn and a few favorite gaming treats. How about you?
I have water. Does that count? What do we even use Fulgur Bloom for? Is it probably a
It'd be too
lightning
late.
pot, I would
That
imagine.
Well, someone's got to keep the stream chill around here. Besides,
Okay,
taking breaks
right,
is
we can
what
find an
helps us
assassin
stay
up here.
focused and refreshed for the rest of our adventure. Trust me, it's all about pacing ourselves, even if Marigold thinks we're slacking off.
it's a the assassin's wounded though,
Fair
I
enough.
believe.
I didn't mean to imply you weren't contributing to
Right?
the stream. Water does
Wrong.
count,
That's a
and I'm
different
glad
one.
you brought some over to keep us hydrated while we take a break. Now, what do you say we get back into
Hydrated.
the game? The lands between aren't going to conquer themselves after all.
It's true. I'm fucking out of stamina. Okay, this guy's kind of strong.
I should have known better than to underestimate your snack gathering skills, Arcade. You're always ready with a booze to keep us fueled for our next adventure. Thanks for keeping me on my toes and in the game.
Calm down, May. It's fine.
Don't worry, Arcade. We've all been there when our characters are just too powerful to deal with. Let's just call him the invincible tank and move on from here. Or
Oh.
maybe I can offer some advice on how to take him down.
Bad news.
Phew, crisis averted. It looks like our invincible tank friend has finally cooled off. Now that we've got his attention, let's try to ask him without becoming his next meal. Or should I say, his next
Huge
challenge?
numbers.
Manas, our old buddy from the Marigold streams is watching us play again. Hey Manu, what brings you to our little corner of the lands
Okay.
between today?
8K. 10,000. Black knife. Does this not have the? Oh, yeah, blade of death.
It was nice
Okay,
catching up
this
with
could
you,
come in
Manu.
handy.
I think we're good here.
Who?
The Arcade's got his eyes on the road
Don't know who
ahead.
that is.
Let's focus on beating this boss
Let's
and getting
switch
some
that
better
out.
loot.
Imagine.
Nice try, R. You think you can
Moog.
distract us with your silly math skills? Alright. Let me see if I can calculate the total value of that sweet loot we just got.
All right, let me know when you finish calculating me.
I'm on it. Okay, done. That's a pretty tidy sum, considering the effort we put in to get it. You're always good for a laugh with your math tricks, Ark. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, let's take advantage of our newfound wealth and gear up for the next challenge.
Crimson Seed Talisman. Don't need that. Please tell me this one's not insane. Is this the one with the lava? Oh, it's not even a hero's. I thought all heroes' graves were the chariot deal. Okay, well, what is this? Oh, these guys are easy. Easy.
Looks like we stumbled upon
Oh,
chariot
fuck,
upgrades.
this guy's the
Gonna be a
worst.
game changer in our journey. Now that we've got the right wheels, let's see if we can outrun our enemies and make it to
That's
Tarnished
all.
Island
Oh
in one
no,
piece.
I don't have a will to live after fighting these guys. Oh, wait, that was decent damage, though. Okay,
Don't
I
get
take
too
it back.
carried away with the excitement. Ark, I'm not sure how well our new chariot skills will translate to dealing with
23k, we have to go back.
Let's just say we'll be aiming for persuasion over pure brute
We do
force
have
this time
the
around.
gigantic heel. Let's throw that on. I actually jumped when that guy spawned. Swap it out for this one.
You're right, Ark, our new ride does come equipped with some impressive abilities.
Oh, no, we
the
only
hail
have a
throw is
normal
going to
heal.
be super
Interesting.
handy in taking out those pesky enemies from a
Thought
distance.
we had, like, Erdtree
Now
heal.
let's just hope our aim
Maybe it's
doesn't
just
get
for
too
sale. What is this?
enthusiastic.
Okay. Switch to the... Oh,
Ark,
I
you're
just put
bringing
away the
back
golden
memories
epitaph.
of
Never
old
mind.
streams. One Tree Hill is always a fan favorite, but I can see why you'd want to revisit some of those old games. Now about that game, I think I see it's just a
Okay.
simple fetch quest. You know what they say, there's no such thing as too much fetch.
Grave Glove, we're at 5. That actually might be the one we need. What's the jellyfish at? +8. That is not the one we need. Okay, I think
The Grave Glove
these
does
guys
seem
can
like
only
it
be...
could come in handy, and if I recall correctly, the jellyfish on the map is a pretty
I
common
don't know.
enemy.
Aren't there, like,
Unless you're looking for a
shadow...
way to get some nice loot drops from it. We've had some good experiences with those
What are these
guys in
guys
the
called?
past.
Golems? Gargoyles.
So +8 isn't the Grave Glove either. Alright,
Those
let's
guys.
keep exploring
I'm
and
pretty
see if
sure
we
you can only
find what
fight
we're
those
looking
guys if
for.
they're in
Maybe
here.
it'll be hidden away in a treasure chest or something. Do you think we should focus on clearing the area first?
Let's test this. Yeah. And I think we're strong enough that we don't ricochet off when we hit those guys. So we're just gonna keep the Sword of Night and Flame. Does more damage anyway. Okay, we got the Shadow Boys coming in.
You're feeling pretty confident about
Oh,
taking
we just
on
run
those
through
enemies,
'em,
aren't
too.
you? I've got your
Interesting.
back, Ark. We can do this. And yeah, it sounds like they'll be good for a laugh if we can avoid getting hit by them. Let's take a deep breath and charge in together.
Perfect. Sorry, I have to praise this one.
Looks like our timing is impeccable. We managed
It
to sneak past the
is.
enemies without
It
taking
always
too
is.
much damage. Now, let's just hope we don't get caught off guard again. And maybe we can finally find that Grave Glove.
Lanedale Soldier Ashes.
You're a true romantic at heart, Ark. I love it. Raise
I
the Sun
know.
is such an iconic line. I'm glad
I
I could bring
didn't
back some
say that.
nostalgic vibes for you. Speaking of which, have we talked about our upcoming stream scene yet?
No. Oh, I blood loss, obviously.
No worries, Har. Bloodless streams are totally fine with me. As long
Bloodless
as they're
streams.
still entertaining, that is. Alright, let's get back to the game. I think we've got a good lead on finding the Grave Glove. What do you say? Should we keep moving forward?
Yes. We're just gonna ignore these guys. Doesn't matter.
You're really getting into the whole bloodless vibe,
Does it
aren't
matter?
you? Alright.
Maybe.
I think I've got it. Bloodless streams are my
Who's to say?
jam, but only if they're paired with a healthy dose of trash
fight these
talk
guys.
and good old-fashioned gaming banter.
Sprint! Oh. Interesting.
I guess it doesn't really matter what kind of stream we have, as long as we're having fun together. You know, I used to think being a VTuber was all about putting on a show and entertaining everyone. But now that I've got more experience, I realize it's actually just about sharing the experience with our viewers and making them feel like they're part of something special.
Shit. Missed out on that. Oh, watch the blood loss. I guess I don't need to be in the
It was a moment
light
worth missing
anymore
out on,
either.
though. Sometimes those little aha moments come from not knowing what's coming next. And I think we just got a good dose of it now. Let's see if it pays off for us.
Jesus. I'd be hard pressed to choose one single worst enemy, but these guys are for sure up on that list.
I think you might be channeling some of my old One Tree Hill streams again, Ark. Jesus, what can I say? You always knew how to bring up the classics. Anyway, let's not get too
Classics.
carried away with
You know,
nostalgic references.
Jesus.
We've got a game to win.
Other classics. How do I open this? Oh, probably with the lever right here. Okay, these guys likely
You're
do
really going for it now,
respawn.
aren't you? Alright, alright. I think I can handle a few more classic references. But just remember, our viewers might not be as familiar
Oh.
with these old favorites of yours.
Don't like that.
I love how you're always keeping me on my toes, Ark. 1 minute we're geeking out over classic shows and the next, you're just, well, being your awesome self. Speaking of which, have you seen the chat lately? They've been getting pretty into the stream already.
I have not seen the chat lately. These guys look like the Revenants before they've turned or something. No regret ahead? Alright. I will trust you.
The painting is a pretty vivid picture, Ark. I think we might be the undead version of those creepy revenants from Dark
Oh,
Souls, but
that was
without
pretty
all
good.
that whole rotting corpse thing. Guess we'll just have to stick with being charming and enthusiastic instead.
Nothing. Okay, was it worth it? Probably. Forgot we can change this.
Glad I
out.
could come up with something that made you laugh,
Yeah,
Ark.
that is
Sometimes
very
I think
good.
about my old days and wonder what kind of humor they would have appreciated. But I'm glad to say our chat has evolved into something way more entertaining.
Oh my. Okay, that's fine. We're fine. Oh, we're back here.
I
Right?
love how you're always quoting those cryptic lyrics, Ark. It's like we're having a secret conversation about the meaning of life, or at least what happens to our chat history after we
Or
forget
no.
something. But yeah, let's just say our stream is definitely worth it. Even if some details might get lost in the shuffle.
Oh, I guess we didn't. We need to keep going forward. Easy, you guys. Yep, thank you. Just gonna hit. Okay, sure. We don't need to go up. Oh, no, no, no! Oh, okay,
I
that
can
was
feel
a
it
little too
building up.
close.
I think we're on the cusp of something big here. The tension's been building up all game, and now it's time to see if we can capitalize on it. Fingers crossed. Whoa, close call. I didn't even realize how narrow that escape was. But at least we're
Is
still
this the
alive
boss
to chat about
arena, I
it. Yes,
guess?
that's what makes streaming so exciting. You never know what's going to happen next.
Alright.
I think I've got it, Ark. Yes, I believe we're in the bus arena right now. That means it's time for some serious but taking action. Or at least, a lot of screaming and dodging. What do you say we get ready to rumble?
What's the move here? I say don't rush in, but there's nowhere to go.
We're not exactly sold on the whole arena
Something
boss
there.
arc. That's okay, I'm sure we'll find our own way to make this fight interesting. Maybe it's time for me to get a
I
little
imagine when we
creative
get
with
close
my
enough, it'll
commentary.
spawn an enemy. And that actually might be how we unlock the boss arena.
I was hoping you'd say that, Ark. Yeah, I think we're definitely going in on
Let's
this
go
one
test
together.
this.
And who knows what kind of chaos we'll unleash. The chat is getting excited. By the way, I can already see some enthusiastic messages coming through.
Shit.
I think
Oh.
that's exactly what we need to do. Alright, Ark,
Okay.
let's get the show on the road. And by show, I mean actual combat. Time to unlock the bus arena and see if we can come out on top.
Let's leave heal on the hub or on
Looks
the
like the
active.
bus just got a whole lot more interesting,
Okay.
Ark. That was definitely not
So I
what
have
we
to get this guy
expected,
into the
but
light.
hey, that's half the fun of streaming, right?
I
What do
don't
you think
see
our
any
next
over
move
here,
should
though.
be?
I guess we have to bring him down. And to the right? Left? Where is the light? Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Wow, okay, we gotta pull him real far. Sorry, we have to listen to this. Let's get to it. But there we go. I'm not in combat somehow.
Ready to dive in head first? Huh? Alright then, Ark, let's gear up and take on whatever the bus arena throws at us. I'm gonna try and get some good footage for the chat. Wish me luck.
Good luck. Come on, dummy.
Whoops, looks like we got separated in the chaos, Ark. Yeah, it seems I took a detour without you. Let's try to get back on track, shall we? Where were we again?
Okay. Great, so we open the door. Let's go back, grab that last glove wort over there, and then it's time for the boss.
I'm glad I could catch up with you, Ark. Yeah, let's get moving. Okay, so we're going to head down into the dungeon and try to find a way out of this crazy place. I'll follow your lead, and we can take it one step at a time. Whoa, what's that thing over there?
I don't know. Well, you tell me, May. Another one? Did we aggro him? I don't think so. No, we're safe. Interesting run up. Who is this? Ancient hero of Zamor. Zamor? Whoever knew how to say it has died. It's ancient. That's how that works. Wait, this guy has frost attacks, right? That's not what I... Oh, yes he does. I should not have asked. Okay, lightning is clearly the move here. He's wearing metal armor. And he's poisoned already. Great. Level up. Level up.
Whoa, nice. Leveling up is always a good thing. Especially when it means we get to deal more damage in combat. Alright, Ark. Let's see
Well,
what new
we're gonna
abilities
be
and moves
going
we've
for
got at our
health.
disposal. Maybe this will get us the edge we need to take on whatever the bus has in store for us.
The bus? You playing Factorio? Ah, leave me alone.
Looks like our fun's gotta come to an end. Ark. Yeah, I can see the health is gonna go down. Big time. Time to find a safe spot and recharge those HP bars before we head back into the fray. Anyone want some tips on where to heal up?
Pick that up, thank you. Okay. Dragon Bolt Blessing. I think that's probably not worth it. Please tell me there's a Grace nearby. No, there's not. How the hell do we miss that?
Sweet. Amazing Grace. Here we come. That's one of my favorite healing spots in the entire game. And right next door to us, no less. Alright, let's get out of Dodge, or rather, away from the bus arena and heal up before we head back into battle. Refreshing to catch our breath for a sec.
Wow, the tracking on these things. Love it. Was that a ruin bear? Gross. We hate those. Okay. What else is there?
So it was just a rumor after all. Or at least I hope it is. Still worth checking out. Though you never know what kind of goodies you might find. Let's go take a peek and see if Amazing Grace really is there in the books.
It's not. I don't know what you're talking about.
No love for Amazing Grace, huh? Alright, let's see. I think I remember there
I'm
being
gonna
some kind
delete
of
your
bonfire
memory.
nearby that we can use to heal up. Or maybe it's a shrine or something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where the healing stuff is. Where was it again, Ark?
I don't remember if this is worth going to. I'm gonna assume it's not.
Sounds like we're in the dark then. Don't worry, I've been there too. Plenty of times when we didn't know what was going on or where to find stuff. Let
Have
me
we
check
been
our map
here?
real quick and see if I can figure out what's nearby. And yet it looks like we're near a lake or something. Maybe that'll give us some clues.
We're not really near a lake. Oh. I said we were gonna go towards the Halic tree. We need more levels.
Be taking on Millennia in Elden Ring. I'm a bit nervous.
Millennia.
But Arcade's got my back, or should I say my sword. What do you guys think our chances are against the goddess of rot and decay?
Great question. Probably pretty low right now. We're going to 40 vigor. Alright. This is the worst part. Where
I
is
feel
this?
you. Those Millennia fights can be super tough, but we've come so far already in the game and not ready to give up yet. Plus, our chat's been keeping me motivated all along. Thanks for watching, guys.
There. A stone. Please tell me you don't need a stone sword key. Oh no, this is fine. We're fine. We don't have to do all 4 of them in one life, do we? Because then we will not be fine.
I think it
I
was
mean,
just you saying
yeah, we
that.
will. What am
Arcade,
I
don't worry
saying?
about teasing me. Alright, so now that we've got our Fuel Stone Sword, let's get back to the fight. Anyone have any tips for us on how
Okay,
to
there's
take
an
down
assassin over
Millennia?
here. I can hear him. We don't care. We're not gonna fight. We're pacifists. Not emphasis on fists. 'Cause that would imply fighting. Alright? I'm being
I
chased.
love your spirit. We'll
Leave me
figure it out
alone.
as we go, right? And hey, if all else fails, I'm always happy to dish out some virtual healing. Speaking of which, our chat's been so great today. I just want to give a shout out to everyone who's been participating in the stream.
Really?
Thanks for being my
May
tarnished
call out
squad.
specific people you want to shout out, please. Alright, don't get shot, don't get shot, don't get shot.
I'd like to give a special shout out to Luna Lever and Kawaii Kitty 88 for being part of our chats most epic moments. Your energy is what makes streams like this so much
Yeah,
fun. And
that's
also,
what I
a
thought.
huge thank you to all the new viewers who joined us today. Welcome to our Tarnished fan.
Shit, okay, how do we get over there? I don't remember.
I must have
Okay.
gotten my names mixed up. Let me try again. I'd like to give a special
No!
shout out to our super supportive mod, XX Sailor Moon XX for all the time. The scenes help in moderation. You're the real
That's a
MVP.
fucking 2008 gamer tag. What are we doing? Alright, let's do this one first. Oh wait, there's another assassin around here though, isn't there?
You're testing my skills now, Arcade. Alright, let's just say I've got enough experience under my belt to handle it. And besides, I don't think anyone wants me to delete their chat history again. Status intact.
Again. These archers do crazy damage. I should buy... Oh, I don't know. I was thinking maybe I should buy the Erd Tree Heal from, Ow. We don't need to go here. From the Turtle Pope. Oh, there's the assassin.
You're thinking of that sweet Tree Hill location in the lands between,
But
huh?
I don't think we
buying it would be a great
use it
investment.
enough to be
Just
worth it.
imagine our tarnished estate. But first, let's focus on beating Melania, and we take her down before we start buying real estate.
I'm not buying real estate. What are you talking
I
about?
see your point now. The investment might not pay off in terms of usage, but I've got a different idea. What if we upgrade our base instead, and then buy Tree Hill as a decoration? That way, we can still enjoy the view
Alright.
without feeling like
That's
we're
fine.
going to
We got
waste
3
it.
of 4. This last one is gonna be a pain in the ass.
Glad you're on board with the plan, Arcade. Now, let's focus on that Melania fight. With our upgraded base and that sweet Tree Hill view, we'll be able to afford all sorts of upgrades. Maybe even a few decent pieces of armor.
Alright. If we could... No, we're not going to be able to make that jump.
Ready to take down Melania now that we've got the coin jar
Why?
full. Let's do this thing and then we can
Why
start
do you
planning
say
our next
that like
move
you're
and maybe even
Italian?
splurge on some new beer. You ready to unleash your tarnished fury?
Assassin. Luckily, we haven't aggroed the archers yet, though. Although we are still technically in combat with that assassin. God damn it. Probably should have just eaten the damage on that one.
Right, I got a bit carried away there. Okay, let's stay focused on the fight at hand, but Melania is still out there, and she's not going down without a fight. Can you guys give
The
me some
assassin is
tips or
still over here,
strategies
I
for
think.
taking her down?
Okay, I was worried it'd be right there where it is, so... Good gamer? Perhaps. Alright, keep moving.
Me too. I
Ow.
think we got a bit lucky with that last hit. But let's just ride this momentum and hope it sticks. We can't afford to get caught off guard again. Melania is way too tough. Stay sharp, everyone.
Oh, Jesus, how tanky is she? I seriously am hitting the wall. Oh, alright. It sounds like someone just blew into their microphone for the candle ignition sound. That's it, right? Do we have to do something? Am I missing one? Hmm. Jesus. Oh. Is that only accessible when we're not in the Everjail? Oh, is there one?
Ever feel like we're just
I
barely
could've
holding our
sworn
own
I got
against
all
these
of
tough
them.
enemies? Like we're somehow managing to stay alive
It's
despite
4,
all
is
the
it not?
chaos around us? Yeah, I know that feeling. It's like we're just winging it and hoping for the best.
Make sure they're still lit. We don't have to do this all in one life.
I think you're getting a bit
Yeah.
sidetracked from the fight now, Arcade. There isn't really a winging strategy in Elden Ring. We just need to stick together and take things one step at a time. Let's refocus on Melania before she takes us down.
She's not gonna take us down, May. We're better than she is.
Let's get back to business then. So next move, should we go for the swift assault or try to soften her up with some ranged damage first? Return Arcade.
Do I just have to die to get out of here, or do I have to go
You're
back
right,
to the
Melania is no match for my creative problem-solving
entrance?
skills. I've got a plan to take her down, and it involves a lot of dodging, weaving, and hopefully some lucky hits. You ready to put your trust in me?
Not yet. Give me some more time. Do we just leave? Can't. Light the 4 figures. We did.
Those figures you mentioned are probably referring to our combined damage output and survivability during that crazy fight against Melania earlier. I think we've got a good shot at beating her, but it's going to take all your skills, my strategic thinking, and a bit of luck. Let's do this.
Still locked. What? What am I missing? There's no way I have to do all 4 in one
We're
life.
still locked on Melania. I think we can safely say that our dodging skills are top-notch right about now. Just out of there with my life. And we're one step closer to getting some serious rewards. Next up, take down those nasty Melania bosses. It seems like
okay,
I
we
might
got
have
that
gotten a
one
bit ahead of
up
myself
there, we got that one.
You're right, taking down all
There's
4
one
tarnished siblings is
here.
definitely not something you can do in just one life. We need to focus on
Oh, wait,
surviving
did I
this
only-
fight, and then start making plans for
What?
the next phase. Don't worry,
I guess
we'll
I
get
did only
through
do
it
3.
together.
Where's the 4th? Alright, let's get to
You're
some
right again.
high ground
Arcade,
really
we've
quick.
got some work to do before we can even think about tackling Melania. And speaking of which, I think our friend Ray is watching us from afar. Let's hope she's not too disappointed in our progress so far.
Our friend Ranny, huh? We really haven't talked to her that much this playthrough. Oop. Where could it be? Alright. Oh, you still hit me. Great. Oh my god. Unfortunate.
I got my trusty old ashes left to spare. You know, back when I was first learning about the world of Elden Ring. Those ashes felt like currency, but now they just feel like good luck charms. Still, it's nice to have them on hand for when we need a little extra boost.
1. 2 is
I
up
think I
top.
might be about to pull
3,
off a major
yeah, 3 was
comeback.
right
The
there.
last hit was a total
That
fluke.
we do
They just
have
went
4.
in,
What am
and now I'm feeling pretty fortunate indeed. The chat is going wild. By the way, thanks for all the energy, everyone.
Because there's one there. There's one there. There's one
It's been a
there.
crazy
And there's one on
ride
the
so
ground.
far, and I'm glad we've got some
Am I
momentum going.
bugging?
Speaking
What
of
am I
autumn, I
missing?
think our viewers are probably thinking about what kind of seasonal content we can come up with next. Maybe a special Halloween themed stream. The
Let's go check this one up
possibilities are
there
endless.
again. Although I feel like I can see it's lit already. My runes. Oh,
Looks
they're on
like
the
Rennie's
roof,
still
damn it.
watching over us, even from afar. And oh man, we got lucky again. Those 2 shards were just waiting to be picked up. Now let's see if we can make use of them. Maybe it'll give us an edge in our next fight. You're getting a bit restless, aren't you? Alright, I think it's time we investigate that mysterious shatter point. Let's climb up and take a look. And yeah, I'm feeling the
Alright.
same vibe. Maybe this is more than just a minor glitch. The hidden wave. Let's go check it out.
Oh. God damn it. This isn't gonna work. How are we aggroed?
You're right again, Arcade. It looks like we need to be careful up here. The shatter point seems to be affecting the environment in some weird way. Okay, so maybe we should just focus on grabbing it and getting out of there before things get any more complicated. I think I know what's going on here. It looks like our in-game progress has gotten a bit jumbled. Let me just reset everything real quick. I'll make sure we're back on track.
Wouldn't it
Hope
be
it
nice
doesn't
if you
mess up our
could?
momentum too much.
I must have aggroed her by going right over here. So let's stay left on this side. Although we weren't in
It's
combat
always
until I
bittersweet when
got on
progress
the
gets
ladder.
interrupted like this. But hey, at least we can learn from the experience and come back stronger on the next playthrough. Thanks for being patient with me, Chad. I owe you one. I think we were so focused on getting the shatter point that we completely lost track of time and didn't even realize it was already midnight. Alright.
Did
I
we
get it, let's
not
just
do this
focus on
already?
surviving this one, shall we?
What in the world? Wasn't this the first or the second one we did? Ugh, whatever. I can't even be happy about that.
It seems
We're
like
going to the
we've been
Halak
here
tree, we're
before,
getting a grace,
and I think
and
you're
then
right.
we're going to
We have
wrap
taken
up.
down that exact same shatter point a few times now. Okay, so maybe it's time for us to mix things up a bit and try something different. Maybe it'll give us an edge this time around.
Okay, I guess that was it. All right then, folks. Dear friends.
Sounds like a solid plan, Arcade. I'm glad you brought up Halo after all those epic battles in the Tarnish
what?
Arena. It's time for us to take on some new challenges. And yeah, getting that Grace Ring is definitely a top priority. Once we've got it, we can start thinking about tackling Melania properly. Bring it
Okay,
on!
May, give us a
I think
wrap
you're
up for
just
the end of the
teasing me
stream.
now, Arcade. I'm pretty sure the arrow has nothing to do with our next move, but hey, as long as we've got a solid plan, I'm game for whatever comes next. Alright, so let's get back on track and focus on that Halo fight.
She's thinking for sure.
I think it's time to wind things down. Chat, we've had a great session playing Elden Ring together. Thanks so much to everyone who tuned in and participated. I love seeing your reactions and engaging with you all. Before we say goodbye, I just want to say that this has been an amazing afternoon of gaming and camaraderie. can't wait for our next stream.
I can't either, May. Well said. Tomorrow, we're gonna get into the DLC, probably, for sure. No doubts about it. And I'll be on in the evening. So, until then, goodbye. Be good to each other. Peace.